I'm here now with James Power, co-founder of Agriland, a platform that's looking to improve farm safety. Now, farm safety is a really serious topic. We know that the farm is the most dangerous workplace in Ireland and the numbers are far higher than they should be. So look, we're going to talk all things farm safety. James, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
So listen, Agriland, it's relatively new. You actually just launched this
Launched
week.
on Monday, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So listen, do you want to tell us a bit about the concept of Agriland and how it works?
So we came up with the concept when I was doing my green search maybe 5-6 years ago, would have done that safety module. I think everyone would be familiar with the black line fatalities that have been there for the past 20 years. We really dug into those statistics and we see that 66% of farm fatalities in the last 5 years are over 65s and under 16s.
Okay.
So from there then we decided to build our platform and features around what would be the best way to address what we see are the leading causes of fatalities.
Okay.
And the real driver home we see for the under 16s is that message coming across constantly of, I just didn't realise they were there. And our three features are built solely around that.
Okay, I suppose, farm deaths, it's terrible, but like looking to the near misses, we don't even have the figures on them, and they could be so much higher, and it's those that you're trying to prevent as well as the fatal accidents. So I think you have a feature about zone warnings. Can you talk to me a little bit about that? What would be a dangerous zone?
So yeah, we have two types of zones on our application, and when a guardian or parent, as we say, sign up, they open up Google Maps and it's the satellite image of your farm, and you can mark areas like where the slurry pit is, maybe where machinery is operating, where dangerous animals are housed, and equally you can mark out places like safe zones. So we tell everyone mark out the back garden and that, and if any of the kids are to leave a safe zone or enter a danger zone, all guardians that are registered on our app are alerted. So we tell everyone sign up, mum, dad, grandparents, and there is no limit to the users can be added to our subscription.
Okay, so how does it work then? Would a child be carrying a device then, and that device would maybe locate where they are, and if they enter a safe zone, it will ping the guardian? Is something like that?
Something like that, yeah. So if they're of smartphone age, and we do see that actually the 10 to 16-year-old smartphone age children are the more at high risk children, and we know that if they have a smartphone, it's the one thing we can guarantee they will have on them at all times.
Yeah.
So if they have a smartphone, they just need our app on their phone, and that's it. For the kids that aren't of smartphone age yet, they can get one of these watches like I'm wearing here, and these will be available in January. And they'll be in the 3 stores. We have a partnership with 3, and we have a partnership with AXA Insurance as well.
Okay, so if you're a parent and you're living on a farm and your child wants to go out to play, you might just slap the watch on their wrist, and you can have a bit of peace of mind then that they're playing safely outside.
And even though these look a little bit bulky initially, we have tested it and we have seen the kids actually like wearing them all the time, because there's 2 cameras in these. There's a camera here and a camera here, so they're snapping pictures of the farm all around. And there's a step counter and some of the traditional things they would used to have seen it in smartwatches. And we do know from talking to parents, they all want a smartwatch because they see their older siblings and their parents with Fitbits, and they want to know how many steps to do and things like that.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit of a trend now.
Yeah, it is
very
a trend.
Cool. They nearly do look like the Apple Watch and everything.
They look a little bit like the Apple Watch, and we have them here in different colours, and we have blue ones as well, and we have grey ones, and we're working on getting in some green ones as well, so we can get some variety in for different people.
Okay, very cool, very trendy, and that's always important, I suppose. And what about the other features then? I think there's a proximity warning. Is that something different to the zone warning?
Yeah, so there's the 3 features. The alert zones are the safe and danger zones. The proximity alert, you switch that on, and if they come within 40 metres of you, your phone will alert. And the use case for that is, say, dad driving to the tractor. As I'm telling a lot of people here today, I designed all the features when I was about that high and all the stupid things I did at that age and trying to learn from it. And then the third feature is an anchoring alert. So you switch that on, and if they go more than 40 metres away from you, your phone will alert. And we really say that we're bringing the smallies up and trying to educate them around some of the hazards and dangers on the farm.
Okay, so I suppose that third feature then could be actually you could bring them out and say to them, look, the slurry pit's over there, the bull is over there, whatever it is, and that's when you teach them.
Yeah, and education comes first when it comes to safety. We do recognise that. We're not in any way trying to replace education. It is the most important thing, but in trying to educate them in a safe manner, and then this gives you an extra layer of protection as well.
Okay, and this is obviously something, farm safety, that's close to your heart. Is that part of the reason why you came up with it?
Absolutely. Well, I grew up on a dairy farm in County Waterford, and then I did engineering in UL after that, and my dad was something always of an inventor of me growing up, so it's always been of interest of mine to try and come up with some idea. And when I just spotted that there was a real important problem to be solved, and I was like, I've loved the last 2 years developing this. They've been like the most exciting 2 years of my career and work life anyway, and try and make a meaningful indent in what is a very serious problem.
Yeah, absolutely. It is extremely serious, and we hear numbers and figures and statistics all the time, and they are shocking. I mean, you think about some of the jobs that are out there, people going up on scaffolding, building, just crazy things, and yet we still hear that line repeated that the farm is the most dangerous place. And Look, I suppose, has there been much interest? Because everybody talks about farm safety now, so are you seeing that reflected in the crowds at the event?
Absolutely, no, we're getting huge interest and great feedback from people here, which is great to see and very encouraging for us as a new company. And I say we've two very strong partners in AXA and 3 Mobile, and they really see our message as well, and they've got behind us, giving us fantastic support to bring us here, which is a great boost for us as a small company as well.
I'm sure it is, yeah. And talk to me about the launch on Monday. So this product, I imagine there was a series of research and development stages, and you got to the point where you were able to launch there on Monday. How did that go?
The launch was a lot of late nights last week, and then I think about 10 hours sleep in 4 days sort of thing, but that's to be expected.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're on the Google Play Store since Monday. We'll have the Apple version of the app coming in 3 weeks' time, and that's because there's a massive GDPR component into what we do, as we are tracking minors.
Course, yeah.
But really exciting times for us. You know, it's I said 2 years in the making, so it's nice to finally get it out there and to be greeted so warmly by all potential customers out there, and they get the message on what we're trying to do as well, so that's really great.
Okay, perfect. Well listen, James, thank you so much for joining me, and the very best of luck over the rest of today, and I hope the event this week went well for you. So
Thank you very much, really appreciate it.
Best of luck, and hopefully we'll get the word out there.